Yeah. Yeah.
So how do you reinvent your female friendships?
Ooh, that's another good question. So again, as life happened to me in my 20s, I was uh, more purposeful because I had moved to a city that I only knew one person, and she was quite busy, and so I had to kind of go out. A lot of my girlfriends at the time, my good friends, were at my job, so social media was not a thing then.
Mm-hmm.
We were just getting into email, like, oh, an
Oh my
email
God.
came. Wow, that's so cool.
And the
You have
dial up,
AOL. Yeah, you have AOL. What's your AOL
the
address?
AIM names.
MySpace. I mean, it was all so like,
New.
cool and new. Yeah, it was very new. So, in that way, um, the inventive part was more based around work. We traveled together. We got stuck in Tijuana together,
Oh
things like
wow.
that. Oh, yeah. So, and then that was at a conference in San Diego. Names, I will not say names to protect the guilty, which I'm one of them. And then in my 30s, when I had children, my girlfriends were moms.
Okay.
So it was a complete reinvention. Some maintain their careers, which I will give a plug, please, that if you have a career and you love it, maintain it. just just do what you can to carve out some time for you. But anyway, that's my little mom plug. So my girlfriends were moms. Some of them were stay-at-home moms like me, had given up their career, that type of thing. Others had the dual job. And then as my kids got older in my 40s, moving to Germany, here I actually it's different, of course, because I didn't speak the language. So there was quite a bit of loneliness, um, and quite a bit of learning curve
Yeah.
because German culture is very different in these ways. So getting back to full circle, right? Your original question about what is different, that is one of the things that's very different. The outlook, or the Germans say the Ausblick from life,
Right.
is they are very different than how Americans look at life. And so when I moved, this is my second city. I used to live in a city near Cologne, and now I live in a city near Munich. I started a women's group
Okay.
because I found that we call ourselves the Proud Mary. So, we're like, oh, the Proud Marys. And every time, of course, Tina Turner sings, we have to like we were at Oktoberfest and they were doing a cover. The cover band, the band there was doing a cover of Proud Marys,
Hmm.
of Proud Mary, and we were like, we were singing anyway. Um, so because I found that it wasn't that easy here to reinvent that went beyond superficial topics of travel or food or I love all those topics and they're great. But after 6 months of meeting
Hmm.
people, we were still talking about that, and we were talking about like how does that affect your daily thought process, or
Right.
how did what happened to you in childhood affect your decision now, those types of things.
Hmm.
So we get together once every month or once every 3 weeks. It's been going on for about a year now, and they have become, quite honestly, some of my very closest friends because immediately they're from different cultures. Some are married, some are divorced, some have kids, some don't. Turkish, Indian,
Hmm.
German, Spanish. But what has brought us together is this idea, just as you said, of reinventing yourself, to not just because you crave something different, but you're really wanting to become a better version and more stable. So, and to be grounded, you have
Hmm.
to have other people as well. That unless you're kind of a flag, blowing in the wind. So they have become, and that's how I did it. It's the first time in my life where circumstances didn't happen and then I made the best of it. I went out and made the circumstances. I formed this group, and now we happen to be, we see each other probably once a week. We talk almost every day, and we've reinvented these close relationships out of necessity, but also out of love as well.
Right.
And that's the foundation